Hello everyone, what's up? Kevin Marcia here, and in this episode of Photo Edit Breakdown, we'll learn how to go from this to this. And I'll show you how to do that using mainly the HSL panel in Lightroom. Let's go! So here we are in Lightroom and with the raw file that we're going to start to edit. As always, I'll go down to the crop tool and crop for Instagram, so down to aspect and 4x5. I don't really want this part, like it doesn't add anything to the picture, so I'll just crop it out. There we go. I just want to increase the blacks a bit and the whites. I just want to increase a bit of the contrast a bit. Yep, so I'll go ahead and do this. And now it's a bit too dark here, so I'll just pull up the exposure. And I'll just pull down the clarity because there we go, so it doesn't look so fake here. And because we want to make the blue eye color pop, I'll add some vibrance to the shot. Not too much. Yep, around that. Cool. So here in the tone curve, what we want to do is we want to accentuate the blacks here. Yeah, that's what we mostly want to do. So I'll just do some custom points and then one more for the blacks, which I'll drag down. So I'll drag the blacks down just a tiny bit to amplify the blacks and a bit more there. There we go. Now it's really contrasty, but it's a bit too dark here now in the mid-tone, so I'll just use the mid-tone point and drag it up a bit. And the highlights are weird now, so I'll just adjust that. There we go. And here you can see it's really white. We want a clear separation between the image and the background, so I'll just clip the white so yeah, it doesn't merge. And this part seems weird, so I'll just adjust what I've done with the tone curve because this is a bit weird. Yes, there we go. Not that much. So what did we do with the tone curve? That was before. Super flat, yeah, really flat, and with the tone curve, there we go. Now it's really punchy. But I know the colors are odd, but we are going to correct that. So let's go down to the HSL panel where we're going to control the colors. So here it was shot during blue hours, so it's supposed to be all blue and a bit of magenta in the sky, but it's not really showing now. So we are going to fix this. First, so we want to put up the aqua in the blue, which is the main color we want to make pop. So for the aqua, pull this up quite a bit. Cool, and you can see why it changes if I press before and after, mainly the sea. And there's too much orange for my taste. I want to make this a blue photo, not orange. So I'll basically go down to saturation and orange and I pull this down. So I'll make a nice blue and white look on the cliffs. And there's a bit of yellow in there, so I'll just put down the yellow. Oh, there we go. And this part, for some reason, is red. So, and there's some red too, so I'll just put the red down a bit. So these greens, I want to make them pop a bit more, so I'll just add some saturation to the greens. Cool. So the sky, how do we get the sky back? So let's pull the blue up. But you see when you pull the blue up, it only changes the sea and now it looks really unnatural and it doesn't change the sky. This is because the sky is really blown out and we need to change that. First I want to correct the cliff, so it's a bit dark, so I just want to lighten that up. And as we know, this is orange, so we take the orange slider and pull it up. See how the cliff go from dark to white, to bright. So there we go, and complement that with some of the yellow luminance shift. There we go. Last thing is there's still a bit of yellow here, and I rather have some orange color than this weird yellow. So I'll use the U slider and make the yellow look more orange like this. And finally, the greens here. You can see the green here. They really like they don't look natural at all. So we want to correct that by modifying the tone of the color. So I just take the green slider for you and see the top of the clips. It goes from really fake to way better. In the split toning panel, this is the second thing we're going to do for the colors. But first, I just want to correct that sky so we see what we're doing. So to do this, I'll go into the gradient filter and I'll just drag a nice filter across the horizon. There we go. And reset the effect and the double clicking effect. Cool. So what do we want to do here? We want the blue sky to appear. I'll just bring down the exposure. There we go. Cool. But as you can see now, it's really dark, and we got the sky back a bit, but it's really dark. So I just want to go down to the visual exposure and add some. Cool. Now we want the blue sky, so we just use the temperature slider, and there we go. Way better. Um, but now you can see that even the cliffs are getting affected by the filter, and we don't want that. So it's really easy to correct that. We just go to brush, yeah, and if you hold on the option key, alt key, um, you can erase the effect of the filter where you want. So we just zoom in and then take a nice brush and just erase. There we go, the effect of the filter where we don't want it to apply. So basically all the clips. So I'll just go ahead and do that. That's it. So I'll zoom back out so you can see. There you go. Oh, I missed a bit here. Alright. Now the sky is still not as blue as we want it to be. So what can we do about it? So what we can do is we can go down to the split toning panel, and what that does is it adds some color to the highlights and to the shadows. So as we said, the sky is all highlights. We'll so there's two ways you can go about it. You can either change the hue slider and the saturation manually, or you can click this little color box here and then choose the color you want. Right, so we'll just do it manually. Just reset that. Cool. So we'll go for the blues, which is the one here, on 230, 250, and then we'll put the saturation up, but just a tad bit. With the split toning, you don't want to overdo it. It's generally between 0 and 10. So yeah, 10. Alright, so now we're almost done with the image. There's still some stuff that we want to correct. So you can see in this image, the bottom part of the photo draws way too much attention. So how do we correct that? Well, we could crop it, but it's already cropped for Instagram, so we don't want to mess with the ratio. So we just go to the gradient filter and put it up. There we go. Double click effect to reset, and we'll just darken the bottom part. So drop down the exposure, and you see here on the stones here, it's blue because we changed the colors. So we want to get rid of that. So we just pull the temperature slider up. But that's too much. There you go. and it's a bit, yeah, red. We want to bring down, we want to bring out the green of the grass, so we'll use the tint slider. Cool, awesome. Maybe it's still a bit too bright, so let's drop down the exposure even more. Cool. So you can see that before the slider, the filters, see all blown out and really no interest, and that's after, before, after. Cool. Now there's still some things I want to correct, mainly on the cliffs. So the cliffs are too blue. So to correct that, we go to the brush tool and we'll just use a temperature brush. So 30, and we'll just brush over the cliff. Yes. Take that blue away because it's really weird and distracting, and give a bit of that natural color back. Not too much because we get rid of it in the beginning, but just a bit so it doesn't look fake. Now there's still this part on the beach that looks really weird to me. It's red and magenta, and we don't want that. So we'll use a new brush, and still with the temperature up to 30, and we just brush over that part. Cool. And now it's gone. Or maybe it's a bit too much here, so we'll just drop it down. Yeah, that's better. Maybe increase the exposure a bit. Perfect. Cool. And last thing, as you may know, the blue hour is often a nice glow just above the horizon, and we can see it a bit here, but I want to accentuate that. So I'll use a new brush, and I'll just increase the magenta and add some magenta to the horizon line. So I'll just drag across the horizon. So it doesn't show that much. I'll just increase the saturation. There we go. Now it starts to show. Cool. Now we got the glow on the horizon. One thing that's bothering me still is the sea is it's weird. The color is weird. It's way too blue. So I go back to the HSL panel and I will correct that. So that was the aqua. Just bring that down. Alright. So this tone of blue is a bit weird. So I just go down. I'll just go up to the U part and I'll just use the blue slider, put it up and change the blue tone. Alright, and now we are done with this image. So let's see what we did. So with the tone curves, we really added a punch to the picture. And the color came from the HSL split toning. So that was before the HSL. See, wow, really weird with the yellows and greens, and that's after. Really nice white cliffs and blue sky. That's before the split toning. See, washed out and yellow, and that's after. And the graduate filter really increased the color of the sky, so that's before the graduate filter and after. And we finished off with the brush tool, so that's before the brush and that's after. Awesome. So now you're done, and let's see what this image looked like in the beginning. So we started with this and we ended up with this. Awesome. And that's the final image, and now you know how to do it. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button below and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you didn't know, the Photo Edit Breakdown is a weekly series that comes out every Monday, and you can vote for the next photo I'm going to edit. Just go to the link below in the description and vote for the photo you want to see me edit next. Until then, have a nice one. Peace.